I'm Patrick Rein.
Yes, I'm his wife, Laura.
And our kind of story with the Pajama Factory began back about maybe about 8-10 years ago now. We had come to one of the events that was being hosted. We had a great time, and then we were looking for a venue for our wedding, and we absolutely fell in love with the community room. It's such a cool space. It has so much character, and so we actually set our whole wedding up like the hall from Harry Potter, because my wife is an absolute diehard fan.
Sorted our families into different houses.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And so we had a lovely wedding here, and then we met Bo Shimmery, who is a tenant here and a longtime friend now, and we started working on productions of the Rocky Horror Picture Show here every year. This past one in 2019 was our 6th year doing it. I run all of the lighting, tech work, prop work. Laura's one of the actors.
I have been the criminologist, Magenta, and for 3 years I have been Rocky Horror.
Yeah, and we run it as a full play, so the community room offers such a great space for us. It's such a cool place to do it.
Easy clean up of the rice and confetti and
that is
hot
honestly,
dogs.
that is one of our biggest things that when we try to get people in and participating is, a lot of places might do Rocky Horror, but they put limits on it, that you can't really do it like you used to back in like the 70s, 80s kind of vibe of the original. Whereas the Pajama Factory, they let us do, you can throw hot dogs, you can throw rice, we have water pistols, you can really do whatever you want because the space offers is very utilitarian. So we can clean it up and be ready, and every year it grows. We have people who come who are like, oh, we've seen you 4 years now. It is again that sense of community. Really, we bring people in from the local area, and then after we started doing Rocky Horror, we started doing productions of burlesque shows, like modern day burlesque dancing, and we really opened it up to so many people. Laura is one of the dancers.
Yep, and again, the cleanup is good because we often set off glitter bombs. We had a girl smash a cake, and smashed a cake all over everything, and it's a lot of, or we have another girl who likes to drink like fake blood too, so her fake blood gets everywhere. So it's a really nice thing to be able to like know we have some place to be weird and be eccentric and crazy times and throw glitter everywhere.
Yeah, I think if a big part for us is that the community, the Pajama Factory creates like a hub for everybody who's into not mainstream kind of traditional central Pennsylvania activities, So we're all able to come here and we all have different strengths. Like I'm not someone who gets up on stage. I absolutely love, but I love doing lighting and stuff. So I can come in and bring my like lighting and sound nerdiness to people who like to do dancing or all sorts of different aspects, and we all get to come together and be in this little area. It's really nice.
And because of the setup of the community room, we can also do, especially with Rocky Horror, we can do audience interactive stuff. Like as Rocky, I run into the audience and I'll sit on members of the audience, and it shocks them most of the time. But we can, we run out to the audience, we can have the audience participate and do things, and you can't do that in most traditional theaters.
And even as much work as we've done here, like part of shows, we just love coming to events. We'll come to First Friday, the Christmas Village.
That's where our
like
shopping
if
happens.
we ever have a bored day, there's almost always something we can look up and be like, hey, next day we're gonna have something cool happening here. So it's a fun place to be. So we're happy to be a part of it.
Cool. Is there a particular experience or memory that you have of something that happened here that you really want to share?
This was our first ever year, I think, of running Rocky Horror. So this is my first year running tech, so very nervous, want to make sure everything goes right. And as anyone who does live theater knows, it never goes all right. So we were sitting in the then sound booth. It doesn't exist anymore, but we're sitting in there, and we're partway through the show, and all of the lights shut off. Not like my stage, all of the community room goes dark. And I'm like, whoa.
All our sound kits.
So I jump over with a flashlight, I run, and I'm looking at all the breakers, and we manage to pop the mains breaker. So this thing is like a huge, it's not a little house breaker, it's massive. So I'm like, it's like a Frankenstein switch. You're like, ka-chunk, and get that over, and get the lights turned back on real quick. I'm like, oh, okay, run back over to because now I gotta get all the sound working again. Get everything back up. We get the place started again, and boom, it happens again. We're like, oh man. So now I'm like, I can't just let this be dead air, right? And so now I like crack my flashlight and I jump over and I'm like, gosh dang it, I don't know if we can swear in this video segment. So I'm like, gosh darn it, Frankenfooter, you can't be running the transducer, a microwave, and just starting to like pretending to be like the handyman for the Frankenstein castle. Get everything popped back on, and luckily a friend of mine who does like tech and sound work was there as well. And so we start just gutting my wiring. We're unplugging everything and we're running them to different switches to try and stop breaking everything and popping this breaker so we can keep going with it. So there's just panic wiring happening in the background as the actors are trying to stay in character on stage and continue with the show. And it was probably one of the most like eventful and outrageous things that has happened during one of the shows. It was just like that panic of we gotta fix it, the show must go on, and it always sticks with me to this day.
Yeah, that's really cool. And oddly enough, I never heard that story. You'd think with how long I've been here, I would have heard that, but no, that's news to me, so that's always fun.
My favorite is we have a ramp that we have to use to get Dr. Scott up on the stage.
Yep.
How we get up. And we lost it one year. We were like so upset because, you know, that's our big thing is Pat rolling this with Dr. Scott in an actual wheelchair and throws her up on the stage. Yes, it's played by a girl. Most of us are played by girls. And so the Thursday night show, we didn't have it, and then we come in the next day, and I don't know who it was. I think it was Mark Stabley and someone else. They were building us a new ramp just for us, and because they knew that we were upset. And since we couldn't find it, but they also had this really cute puppy that I got to play with for a while.
Yeah, that was so nice of them. Like they just were like, "Hey, we know you guys can't find this ramp, and we want it, and it's a big part of your show." And they busted it out and got it for us for the next day, and that was amazing. They were so great and so helpful.
Part of it we still use.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We kind of Frankensteined it with our old ramp.
Yeah, we kind of like everything's put together now to have it a little bit better, and it's fantastic. So it was awesome.
Cool. I think that covers everything, unless there's something you guys want to mention or point out or anything like that.
Come see Rocky Horror every year.
Yeah.
You get to see me run around in tiny gold shorts.
So I think that's most of it. That's pretty much everything we've done. It's been a long time. We're still fingers crossed to be doing any more stuff as time goes on.